This week we're working on time and telling time on the clock. So I'm going to show you how to tell time on a clock and what all these numbers on the clock mean. First, we have these big numbers here that start at 1 and go around by 12. Each of these numbers represent an hour in the day. Now you may be thinking, but there are 24 hours in a day. That's because we experience the same hour twice in a day, but it's either in the morning or at night. So in the morning, it would be the time in AM, and at night would be PM. So if you wake up at 8 a.m. and you go to bed at 8 p.m., you're experiencing 8 o'clock in both the morning and the nighttime. So this small hand here pointing to the hour lets you know what hour of the day it is. Now, let's go on to minutes. You can see that there are all these numbers on the clock, all the way up to 60. But what are all these dots? It might be a little hard to fit all these numbers into a tiny clock. So each of these dots represent a minute, and they put the number every 5 minutes so that you'll be able to see the time in minutes without having so many numbers. So right here where my arrow is the first minute of the hour, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, and then we can count. If we went to say 30, we could see that 31, 32 would count on. So this long hand is the minutes. Now, when you move the clock, there are 60 minutes in an hour. So as this minute hand moves around the clock, the hour hand's going to move closer to get to the nearest hour. So I just did a rotation of 1 hour using this clock. And now we can see after 60 minutes, the smaller hand is pointing on the next hour. So if we want to tell time, we can look at the small hand and say 9 is the hour, and the minutes, it's 60, but we also could read it as 00 because that's the new hour. Now after a minute, it's 9:01, then 5 minutes, 9:05, half an hour is 9:30, and as you can see, every time you move the minute, the hour hand gets moved a little bit, so we can say that it's going to the next hour.